Welcome to the Nevis Newscast for Monday, August 20th, 2018. I'm Donis Wilkinson-Keynes. The commercial banking sector has changed its procedure for processing payments issued by the Nevis Island Administration's Treasury Department to persons who supply goods and services to the administration. According to Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Finance, Colin Dorr, this also includes changes in the procedure for payments of government salaries, wages, and pensions as well.
Effective immediately, all government payments, including the payment of salaries, wages, and pensions, will be processed through an electronic fund transfer system operated through the commercial banks rather than the manual procedure previously practiced, whereby the Treasury Department would send manual payment listings to the various banks. This new system now requires the Treasury Department to upload the payment instructions, including salaries and wages and pensions, onto the payment portal, which then routes the payment to the relevant bank for deposit to the account of civil servants, pensioners, and other suppliers.
Dorr says the system, which is totally electronic, will be used for the first time for the payment of government salaries on Tuesday, August 21st, 2018.
There will be no noticeable effect on the lodgement of funds to your account, and we expect that there will be smooth, seamless processing of payments on that day. However, as this system is being used for the first time, and bearing in mind the number of transactions for processing on that day, it is likely that there may be some delays in the posting of salaries to the various accounts, especially for persons who normally access their salaries online or at the ATM. We crave your patience and understanding as we seek to embrace advances in technology to enhance our payment processing system.
In the event that any difficulty is experienced with payments on that day, persons are asked to immediately contact the NIA's Treasury Department or their bank for assistance in resolving the issues faced. Employees at the government-owned quarry have for the past few months been working around the clock to provide aggregates for the island as well as the overseas market. On Friday, August the 17th, the Honorable Alexis Jeffers, a senior minister in the NIA and the chairman of the Nevis Housing and Land Development Corporation's Board of Directors, was on site at the Long Point Port facility where a number of the island's truckers were transporting aggregates from the quarry to be shipped overseas.
When we undertook the operations there at the government-owned quarry, we always felt that it was possible to do just what we are doing today and what we have done over the last couple of weeks. As a matter of fact, I am so pleased that I'm happy to say that we have had calls that have come in already for the day, because it seems as though the word is getting out that we are producing these particular aggregates here, in that we would have gotten a call earlier today from another boat owner who would have indicated to us that he needs about 5,000 tons of crushed stone for Tortola. So we have been able to supply Guyana, we have been supplying entities in St. Martin, we have been able to supply the local market as well too, and of course we are now getting those demands.
According to the senior minister, on Tuesday, August 14th, a total of 2,100 tons of quarry sand was shipped to French St. Martin. Minister Jeffers also congratulated the staff at the government quarry for their outstanding work.
The resources we have at the government-owned quarry are being put to good use, and indeed I want to commend, as I always do, the small staff that we have there. One may think that we have a staff of 10 or more persons, but I'm saying we have just about 4 persons there who are operating the machinery there and are doing an excellent job of producing these thousands of tons of aggregates so that we can supply the local market and also supply our neighboring islands.
Senior Minister in the Nevis Island Administration, the Honorable Alexis Jeffers. In more local news,
I want to thank you again and to give you my commitment and the government's commitment that we will continue to support you and we look forward to being here year after year.
Premier, the Honorable Mark Brantley, and other top officials in the Nevis Island administration were on Friday, August the 17th, invited to visit the Bravo Company of the St. Kitts Nevis Defence Force Reserves at the St. Thomas's Primary School, where they have been camping for the past 2 weeks. According to Acting Commanding Officer Captain Winslow Brooks, the visit of the dignitaries provides an opportunity to better understand the operations of the St. Kitts Nevis Defence Force and the capabilities which exist within the force.
For this year's annual training camp, the focus of the training was centered around internal security, weapon handling, disaster preparedness and response. We were grateful for the participation from the Nevis Disaster Management Agency and the Nevis Red Cross. The instructors, both internally and externally, provided the opportunity for the soldiers to enhance their capabilities. Therefore, you, the soldiers, must not become complacent, but to always strive to better and expand your capabilities in the pursuit of excellence. It has been a well-spent 2 weeks training camp, and it is important that we take away the lessons learned from the camp that will make us better individuals in the execution of our duties.
Friday's activity included inspection of the barracks, a drill display, luncheon, and interaction with the dignitaries.
You also, while you were here, would have contributed to the safety and security of the island of Nevis. I think specifically of our cultural armor season, which for the 6th consecutive year the police are reporting has been without incident. And I believe that is in large measure due to your efforts and the efforts of our security forces generally. And I would want to thank you very much for your contribution to the safety and security, not only of the island of Nevis, but of the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis. So often we hear now that our society lacks discipline. And I'm delighted to lend my support to you because I feel that what you're doing here is a demonstration of that much needed discipline in our own lives, in our homes, in our communities, and in our country. So long as we are here, you are welcome to come each year. And we hope that each year we can make your accommodation and your time here better, so that you go back not only with your training, but with fond memories of the island of Nevis.
The event also saw the Defence Force presenting a newly painted mural titled Values for a Better Life to Principal Norlin Smithen, who expressed her appreciation on behalf of the staff and the students of the St. Thomas's Primary School. Still to come,
a reward of $50,000 easy will be made available to any person who can give information leading to the arrest and conviction of the perpetrators.
We'll give you the details after this break.
Known as Uwali, land of beautiful waters by its native inhabitants, and later nicknamed Queen of the Caribbean by British settlers, Nevis has long relied on its natural prowess and resources to create livelihoods for its people. The people of Nevis have long remained connected to the gifts nature has bestowed. As an ambassador of this majestic island, it is my duty to encourage my people to nurture, preserve, and protect what makes us unique as a people and strong as a country.
This one is dedicated to my lovely little island.
Welcome back. The Royal St. Christopher and the Nevis Police Force has launched a massive investigation into the shooting death of Sergeant Leon Powell at his bar in Newton Ground, St. Kitts at about 1 a.m. on Saturday, August 18, 2018. Andre Mitchell is the Assistant Commissioner of Police, ACP, with responsibility for the Crime Directorate.
Preliminary investigation has revealed that 2 armed masked men entered the said business premises, robbed the patrons that were there, and then proceeded to the sergeant. Our deceased colleague resisted and was shot multiple times. He died at the scene. The scene was processed and a number of exhibits were taken into custody for forensic and other investigative purposes.
According to ACP Mitchell, a number of units, including members of the St. Kitts Nevis Defense Force, conducted a number of search operations throughout Saturday.
4 persons are presently in police custody and 1 shotgun recovered. We are seeking the public assistance with whatever information that would lead to the arrest and conviction of the perpetrators of this violent act. You may have been in close proximity to the scene. You may have seen or heard something. We are encouraging you to pass that information to the police.
As a result of the incident, an emergency meeting was held with the senior officers of the force to brief them on the progress of the investigation so far. Also present in that meeting was retired Senior Superintendent Colin Pinnock, a consultant out of Jamaica, who is currently providing support to the Crime Directorate. The High Command also met with all ranks of the force on Saturday afternoon, August 18th in St. Kitts. On Sunday, August 19th, the High Command held a similar meeting at the Charlestown Police Station in Nevis.
We condemn this violent attack on the organization. We've said it before that an attack on one police officer is an attack on every police officer and by extension the state, and that we as a police force is prepared to respond in a like manner. We want to say also to the public and the criminals that they will find no comfort, and rest assured we will hunt them down, flush them out from wherever they are, and bring them to justice. Because in this and every other case, we deserve to see justice be served.
Commissioner of Police Ian Quealy reminded of the public's obligation to assist in the investigation.
We seek the cooperation of the general public. We want to also indicate that a reward of $50,000 EC will be made available to any person who can give information leading to the arrest and conviction of the perpetrators of this most heinous crime.
The Commissioner has asked for the public's support and requested that persons be sensitive to the needs of Sergeant Powell's family. Anyone who may have information that can move this investigation forward is asked to call any police station or the Violent Crimes Unit at 467-1887, 467-1888, or 662-3468, or Crime Stoppers at 1-800-8477. That's it for this edition of the Nevis Newscast. On behalf of all of us here at the Department of Information, thank you for viewing.
At a loss as to what's going on in Nevis? Tune into NNC on NTV. Don't worry if you don't have cable either. NNC will bring the news to you wherever you are. Facebook and Facebook Live. YouTube and YouTube Live. NevisTVOnline.com. Roku app, NTV mobile app, Smart TV, Apple TV, and any other IPTV platforms. When me ANC and you ANC, NNC.